Welcome to this webinar on preserving Bible records. I'm Susan Tillman, National Chair of the Genealogical Records Committee. Bible records have long been a family's way of recording special moments in the lives of themselves and their loved ones. Young couples were often given a Bible upon the occasion of their marriage. And because of this very special gift, the very first record to appear in the Bible of this brand new couple is the date of their marriage. Some Bibles have been handed down through families for generations. These family records are priceless, for they tell, in the very handwriting of our ancestors, the story of their lives. Our beloved Bibles are now disintegrating. To keep our memories and our family histories alive, we must preserve them. This webinar is going to step you through the process of identifying, copying, transcribing, and compiling Bible records for submission to the DAR library. Discover the age of your family's Bible by checking its title page or its copyright page for the copyright date. The older the family Bible, the greater is its risk of complete deterioration. We are particularly interested in rescuing the information from Bibles from 1929 and older. Occasionally, Bibles have no copyright, but such information may often be deduced by knowing who published it and where it originated. Although family records were kept in the Bible, this wasn't the Bible's main purpose. Bibles were used daily, and as a result, the binding on the Bible you have may be broken and the first page is missing. If this is the case, check for the title page of the New Testament in the middle of the book. Remember, the Bible is two books in one, and each has its own title page. Do you have family record pages that have been torn out of a Bible and the Bible was thrown away? In this case, many times there is no title or copyright page. Although the title and copyright page is missing, these family records may be submitted to the Genealogical Records Collection. In this case, the submitter would need to provide information on how the family record pages came into their possession. The same would hold true for photocopies of Bible pages. Is the name of the original owner of your family Bible written in the Bible? If not, do you know the name of the person or persons who owned this Bible and the approximate dates they owned it? Does your Bible have family record pages? If so, do they contain important family information? These pages should record marriages, births, and deaths, and the dates these important milestones occurred. This is a very valuable genealogical resource, and DAR values this knowledge for the edification of future generations. Is it possible for you to photocopy, digitize, or scan these pages? With the advent of high-quality digital cameras, taking digital pictures of Bible pages makes collecting the images easy. At this GRC interactive workshop on Bible preservation, the Bible was placed on a book cradle to keep stress off the binding. A piece of clear plexiglass was placed over the page to hold it flat, and a picture was taken of the page. In this photograph, the Bible was simply opened on the table and a picture taken. Can you read the handwriting on these Bible pages? The ink is fading. In another generation or two, the words may be lost forever. Transcribe what is handwritten so future generations can read about your ancestors' lives. Let's look at the steps necessary to compile the records for a Bible. For a complete set of each Bible's records, you must have scanned, digitized, or photocopied prints of the title page, copyright page, marriage record page, birth record page, and death record page of each Bible submitted. Since handwriting is quickly becoming a lost art, and because many of the various inks used when these records were written have faded over the years, many handwritten pages are difficult, if not impossible, to read. Therefore, interleave a typewritten copy of each genealogical record page with the image of the handwritten page. The typed transcription of the image page should follow each handwritten image page from your Bible, exactly as it is written, errors, misspellings, and all. Do not crowd your typing or spread it out unnecessarily. Use one side of the paper only, single-spaced or 1.5 spaces between the lines. Each page should be assigned a separate consecutive page number written lightly in pencil in the upper right corner. Make sure each contributing daughter has added the following information if she knows it: the place, city, town, county, state of any event recorded in the Bible. It should be added in brackets on the typed sheets. Include the years the Bible was in use. Indicate who owned the Bible at the time the information was recorded, and include their full address if possible. If you have a clear photograph or other image of the original owners of the family Bible, or photographs of members of their immediate family, photocopy a few of these photographs, no more than 4 or 5. Add accurate information, who, when, where, about the subject of each picture below each photograph, and include copies of these on the final pages of the information you are submitting. Use 8.5 by 11 paper. Do not use onion skin paper or provide carbon copies of records. While acid-free paper isn't required, it is preferable. You may use high rag content bond paper as an alternative. Margins. The left margin of your page must be 1.5 inches to allow for binding. Allow at least 1 inch for each of the other 3 sides. Once you have several Bibles formatted in this manner, you may send your chapter's information to your state GRC chairman to be added to the information from other chapters to form a volume. However, if you have at least 100 pages, then you can submit an entire volume from your chapter. Before submitting your records to the state chairman, lightly pencil in the page number in the upper right-hand margin area. To submit an entire volume of 100 pages or more, the pages need to be indexed using the GRC online indexing program. For more information on how to index a volume, see the instructions on the Genealogical Records Committee page on the members' website. Please check with your state chairman to see how many copies of the records she requires. A printed, unbound copy of your Bible records will be sent to the DAR Library in Washington, D.C. to be digitized. Some states also place copies in their state library or state archives. Remember, each chapter and state chairman is required to maintain a list of the records which were sent to the national office, and must pass that list along to her successor in office. Much of the material presented here was obtained from the instructions for copying source records and their preparation for library use, a copy of which can be found on the Genealogical Records Committee page on the members' website. If there are questions regarding any of the steps involved, please contact the National Chair, Susan Tillman. Once submitted, the records are available to search online under the GRC tab on the Genealogy Research System website. Join these ladies in making sure your Bible records are preserved and accessible for future generations.